Hello and welcome to the second edition of the ABZ Football Review Preview Show, where we touch on all the key fixtures in the Europe top 5 leagues: England, Spain, Italy, Germany, and France. And today, we just maybe pick one or two fixtures from the big games for this weekend, including the top games in the FA Cup. My name is Boluwatintosola and joining me for today's edition is Joba Ogunwale. Well, Joba, let's start from France. The battle between second place PSG and third place Lyon. Well, it's always rare when you hear PSG in third place or second. You always expect them to be at the top. But what's your take on the fixture when Lyon will be welcoming the defending champions PSG?
Well, thank you, Bolu. It's nice to be back again for the second edition, second episode. Paris Saint-Germain, they actually lost their last home game to I've forgotten, but I think they lost 2-1 at home. So they will be going into this clash under a lot of pressure. Lille are currently 3 points clear at the top, understand? And PSG, as the defending champions, they can't afford to drop more points because we are approaching the business end of the season. But Lyon will be a tough opposition to crack because Lyon are also third on the table. They are actually leveled on points with PSG, just that PSG has a better goal difference than Lyon. So it will be a tactical encounter, and it promises to be an entertaining clash. I would like to see how Lyon will set up. Probably maybe they will go defensive. I'm not really sure. But because of they're playing at home, I think they will probably take the game to PSG also. But I believe this is a hard one to call, although I'll have PSG as a slight favorite.
Well, Joba, let me put you on the spot. If PSG fails to win the Ligue 1 this season, do you think Mauricio Pochettino will be sacked?
No. Don't forget he came in at the middle of the season to replace Thomas Tuchel. So I don't think he will be sacked. He was given a 3-year contract. You understand? So I think you can only judge him when he has that full season, which I think he will get. So irrespective of whatever the PSG does this season, if they don't win the Ligue 1 or probably the Champions League, which is actually their main target, I think Pochettino will stay until next season.
Well, Joba, let's move to the Italian Serie A. There are some key games to look out for, but two interesting fixtures. Fiorentina will welcome AC Milan, but the game of the week is at the Stadio Olimpico, where Roma will welcome Napoli. I tell people, anytime Napoli plays, I don't really care the result. I just want the Osimhen to score. So what do you think will happen? Roma, both of them have probably similar run recently, but Napoli, you don't know what to expect. Sometimes they'll go on the winning streak and start dropping points again. Who do you think will pick this game after 90 minutes?
Yeah, Roma actually form has been indifferent. Same with Napoli also, especially this year. But both teams are still in the running for the top four. So this will be a very, very interesting match to see. But for Roma, they go into this clash after beating Shakhtar away from home in the Europa League. You understand? So I'm not really sure if tiredness will play a factor when it comes to Roma, because Napoli had a full week to prepare, while Roma had to go to Ukraine, which is in the eastern part of Europe. You understand? So I'm not really sure if tiredness will be a factor, but it promises to be an entertaining match, because whoever loses this game probably will have to miss out on the top four. So I think it will be an interesting encounter. I'm looking forward to see Victor Osimhen also. He hasn't started. No matter what happens. He has not really started the game in the last two games, although he scored in the win over Bologna. So it will be interesting if Gattuso will hand him a start this weekend.
Okay, Joba, are you making a call? Who do you think will pick 93 points? Or are you going for a draw?
I think I'll go for a draw. I think I'll go for a score draw, though. I'll go for a score draw.
Well, for the punters, they've definitely heard what Joba said. He's going for a score draw. So if anything happens, they'll come and pick. Joba, let's move to the Spanish La Liga. where the battle looks interesting somehow. Remember, Real Madrid are 2 points behind Barcelona, and Barcelona are just 4 points behind Atletico Madrid, who people thought were the runaway leaders. But now it seems things are different somehow now. But again, the league still has about maybe 10 games or thereabouts to just, so you can't say anything for now. Real Madrid will be going away to play Celta Vigo, always a top opposition for Real Madrid. And Barcelona will travel to the anointed to play Real Sociedad. Atletico, on the other hand, will welcome Deportivo Alaves to the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. But we'll be focusing on the Real Sociedad versus Barcelona game. Barcelona, any day they go away to Sociedad, they always struggle. Yes, they win most of those games, but it's always a hard-fought win. This time around, if they will put pressure on Atletico Madrid, they need to win. Do you think Barcelona will defeat Sociedad at the Anoeta Stadium?
Barcelona has actually been on a very good run of form in the league in recent times. And coupled with the fact that Atletico Madrid has been like they've experienced a mini slump somehow, I think this will be a chance for Barcelona to probably stay in touch with Atletico Madrid. You know, Atletico Madrid's form, as I said earlier, has been kind of shaky. They lost to Chelsea in the midweek in the Champions League. And Deportivo Alaves is actually not a pushover team, because they're on their day, they can cause an upset. But Barcelona traveled to Anoeta Stadium, which has been one like a bogey ground for them in recent times, although I think they won in 2018. But given their form and given Real Sociedad's form, if you remember, Real Sociedad actually started the season well, but mid-season and coming into this new year, their form has tailed off. So I think Barcelona will go into this game as the favorites. But you know, it is Real Sociedad and they are playing at home, where it has always been a difficult ground for Barcelona. But I feel if Barcelona can pick up the 3 points this weekend, I think we will have a proper title race in our hands.
Okay, what's your call? Real Madrid away to Celta Vigo. Who picks this one?
Real Madrid to Celta Vigo. Real Madrid form has also not really been impressive. They struggled to beat Elche last week. Yeah. So they actually had to rely on Karim Benzema. But I think Sergio Ramos' return has given them a couple of boosts. So I'll probably go with a Real Madrid win. But Celta Vigo also, I think they're still fighting they are still not safe from relegation yet. So it will be a difficult one for Madrid, but I think Madrid experience will still them through.
What about Atletico versus Deportivo Alaves? Personally, I think this should be a straight win for Atletico.
Yeah, I also think so. But with the way Atletico Madrid has been playing, I don't know how they will react after losing to Chelsea in the midweek, because they were disappointing in that game. You understand? You won't even know that, okay, they've lost the first leg 1-0. So I'm not really sure, but I'll still go with Atletico Madrid, although it might not be a convincing win, though.
We'll come to one or two fixtures, just a prediction in the Premier League. I have a senior colleague who's an Aston Villa fan now. So in case you predict against them, I'll give you your handle to come after you. But let's look at some two key fixtures in the FA Cup. Everton versus Manchester City. Pep Guardiola going away to play Carlo Ancelotti. Then Leicester City will welcome Manchester United to the King Power Stadium. These two games are the biggest games in the FA Cup, no matter what anyone says. United had-fought win in the Europa League against AC Milan. Leicester City, they rested this midweek. They did not. They got eliminated in the last round. Everton, same thing. Man City played in the FA Champions League, but Everton rested well. So the two away teams or the two Manchester clubs will be going away. If they both have any chance of winning the FA Cup, these are the fixtures because they are literally playing the top oppositions except Chelsea. So who do you think? Do you think the two Manchester clubs will progress to the semi-final first off?
No. But I think Man City will have too much for quality for Everton. So I see Man City progressing to the semi-finals. Because right now, I think one of Man City's motivation this season is to win, to become the first club in history of top 5 leagues. History of to win a quadruple. So I think Man City will see off Everton, and I think it will be an easy win because Everton lost. Don't forget, Everton lost at home to Burnley last weekend, 2-1 in the Premier League. You understand? So and they've beaten Everton already at Goodison Park this season. So I think it will be an easy win for Manchester City. But for Manchester United, I'm not really sure if the energy they gave out all out in the win over AC Milan on Thursday night I think that will probably affect them going into the match against Leicester at the King Power. Leicester are coming back on the back going into this game on the back of a 5-0 win over Sheffield United and a hat-trick from Kelechi Iheanacho, senior man Kells. You understand? So I think Leicester should be able to see this one out. I won't be surprised if it goes to extra time or even penalties. You understand? But I think I'll have Leicester as a slight favorite for this one.
Okay, then let's just make a call on the Premier League. London Derby, West Ham Arsenal. What's your prediction?
Well, West Ham are in a very, very good form right now. Even though they lost to Manchester United last weekend, Arsenal also going into the game after beating Tottenham in the London Derby. But West Ham are playing at home, and I think they'll be fired up. In fact, they sit above Arsenal on the table, and they are also chasing an European spot. So I'll go for a shock. I don't know if it is right to call it a shock, because West Ham have been better than Arsenal this season. But I'll go for a West Ham 2-1 win.
Okay, this way I want to put you in trouble. His name is Joba Gunwale, so in case our listeners can talk. Aston Villa versus Tottenham Hotspur. Who picks up 3 points for you?
Well, from what happened yesterday, man, I just don't know where Tottenham will go from here on. Because the Europa League look like they are their best bet to get into the Champions League. You understand? So I think right now it will take boldness for me to predict a Tottenham win. But as we all know that, like, it depends on how they react. So, but I'll probably go for a score draw, just because Aston Villa also has not really been impressive of late. So I'll go for a score draw. But I won't be surprised if Tottenham actually nick this one.
Okay, Joba, before you go, I know you're a big Jose Mourinho fan, but the name Mourinho would not want to hear right now is Mislav Orsic. Why? Because he scored a hat-trick against Tottenham Hotspur yesterday that got them eliminated from the Europa League. But Joba, the goals were not just goals, they were beautiful, classic goals. Talks now from Tottenham fan base that maybe Jose Mourinho will get sacked or whatever. Do you think Daniel Levy will be bold enough to make the call to sack Jose Mourinho this season or at the end of the or they will give him another season to see?
No, I actually don't. I don't think Madrid. I don't think Daniel Levy will actually sack Mourinho, because he signed a 3.5 years contract with Tottenham.
Huge cash.
Yeah, and he's earning £15 million per year. That's actually only behind. That's only behind Pep Guardiola and Diego Simeone. You understand? So I think they will give him till next season also. So that's why I don't think they will sack Jose Mourinho. But I believe that they will probably wait till next season to see what comes up with. So that's why I believe it will probably be till next season before they decide to sack him.
Okay, according to Joba, Jose Mourinho will remain as the manager of Tottenham Hotspur for next season. Remember, still in the Carabao Cup final. Let's see if he can defeat his nemesis. Well, that's all we can take for today's edition of the ABZ Preview Review Show. Thank you guys for watching and listening. You can drop your comments, share, and like, and we'll definitely get back to you. Thank you very much, and have a beautiful day, guys. Goodbye.